Whew. All right, good morning, everybody. How's it going? It's Monday. Yes. JC, thanks for smiling. Yes. All right. We have a whole bunch of announcements, so let's jump into them. Is anybody supposed to be up here doing this with me? Nobody knows. Anybody want to come up and do announcements with me? Okay, let's just go. All right. Feeling creative. Create a video that celebrates us. Submit your 1 to 2 minute video to Michelle Hirschberger by midnight on Friday, April 26th. Top videos will be shown in formation on Monday, April 29th. Boom. Next. It is soon, we will say it's a wrap. Scan the QR code for all the details related to graduation weekend. Especially if you're planning to graduate, this is probably important, yeah? Scan that. Probably on flyers too. Okay, good. Next. This week, join Counselor Jose today for Mindful Mondays in the conference room in the Bible History Department in Krupp Center at 4 o'clock to 4:30 and earn 5 CE points. Next, April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. If you don't know that yet, you probably haven't been awake. Wear denim on Wednesday, April 24th. Students, faculty, staff are all invited to wear denim to combat victim blaming. For more information about this national event, check out denimday.org/whydenim. Pretty cool story. Next, our resident director, Jacob Fetters, is going to be leading a self-defense class for Wellness Wednesdays. This will take place on the 24th of April and the 8th of May at 11 a.m. in the basement of Herb. Those that participate will earn 3 CE points and learn something cool. Next, annual juried student art show. Reception is Wednesday from 4 to 5:30. This will take place in the Regier Friesen Gallery in the Peachy Center, which is across the street from the Yost parking lot. Students that will come will also earn 5 CE points. Lots of CE points available this week. Okay, next. Hesston College Theater presents pen to paper performance on April 26th and 27th at 7 p.m. in the Black Box. Students who attend will earn 5 CE points. Another 5 CE points? Crazy. You could get like 100 this week, I think. Friday's performance is free to students. Free! Whoa! Plus 5 CE points. What a deal. Okay, next. Dante, you're going to be there, huh? Okay. I don't know. I totally lost my place. What are we doing? Cab. Cab this week is tie-dye and cross-cultural night on the Lark's Nest patio starting at 8 p.m. Come enjoy some snacks, music, and, of course, tie-dye. How great. And CE points? They get CE points? We might even get a CE point. I mean, you've had so many. Yeah, CE points too, see? CE points everywhere this week. Okay, next. Events that are coming up, if we didn't already have enough. Facilities would like you to help get your vehicle. What? Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I was misreading this. Y'all can read. Facilities would like to help you get your vehicle ready for safe travels home. April 30th and May 1st, 10 a.m. to noon or 1 to 4 p.m. Bring your vehicle to the south side of the facilities department. There will be cones or signs where you can go. Facilities will top off fluids, check tire pressure, and vehicle inspection. What a deal, huh? Yay, facilities department. Thanks, yeah. And CE points for that too? No, you're getting free vehicle care. What? It's free. What more do you want? No CE point. It's free. It's free. They're doing it for free. Last one, 10-day give. If you are new to campus and you don't have any clue what this is about, this is really cool. Instead of just throwing all your stuff in the dumpster at the end of the year that you don't want, a lot of it can be reused by people who would like it. So instead of throwing it away, we call it the 10-day give because it starts, guess what? 10 days before the last day that you leave campus. Starting May 1st, there will be boxes in the lounges to donate items you don't want. Items to donate are school supplies, clothing, bedding, unopened food, lamps, mugs, plates, yada, 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 all that stuff. Look for a sign to help move items out of the mods as service, and you can earn CE points for helping to move the stuff from the mods down to the collection site. More information will come about that in your room checkout. Cool. Whew, that was a lot of announcements, huh? Brian is going to do athletic announcements now.
The flag football team won all 3 of their games last week, defeating Cotty College 33-12 on Wednesday Over the weekend, they beat Bryant and Stratton 20-7 and Fort Scott 21-6. They end the season 12-2 and will travel to Nationals in May. The golf team sits in 5th place after 2 Jayhawk tournament meets, and their last meet for the Jayhawk is today and tomorrow at Sand Creek Station in Newton. Softball hosts Johnson County tomorrow here at 2 and 4. Saturday is Southmore Day versus Independence at 1 and 3. To get your meal on Saturday, you will need to come to the softball game. The Grill Club is grilling burgers at the softball. If it is raining on Saturday, you'll go to the Lark's Nest to get your food. Baseball, the game today with NOC Tonkawa has been canceled because Tonkawa moved their weekend conference games up. Also, the team travels to North Central Missouri College this weekend for games on Saturday and Sunday. Track and field will be travel to Emporia State this coming weekend for the Midwest Classic.
All right. Thank you all again for coming. Today we're doing, again, kind of a special thing and getting to hear from students about their hometown, their home culture, their home country. Students, and we're focusing on Asian countries today. So I'm not 100% sure that slide up there is correct, but those of you who were planning on this, I think I have at least 4 of you. Could you come up? And on your way up, there's some handheld mics. You can grab one. Zoe, Elsa, oh good, Celine, there we go, Mark, yes, good, perfect. Yeah, you can, if you want to grab, there's 3 of them, you can just share with one, but if you could each grab one, it'd be perfect. And grab a seat, yeah, awesome. So, I'm going to first you can go to the next slide or just black that one out because I'm going to have them. So just first of all, really quickly, tell us your name, how many years you've been here at Hesston College, what your major is, and what country you're from originally. Yeah, whatever, just quick. Yeah.
Okay. Is it working?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Go ahead, Elsa, yeah?
Well, my name is Elsa Reno, and I'm a freshman, and I'm from India, but I grew up in Indonesia.
I'm Zoe, I'm from Hawaii, and I'm also a freshman.
I'm Celine Raharjo, and I'm from Indonesia, and I'm a freshman too.
Okay.
My name is Mark. I'm from Hawaii, but I was raised in Hawaii, but born in the Philippines.
Okay.
And this is my 2nd year in Hesston.
Oh, yeah. Are the rest of you first, 2nd year? Celine, this is your first semester. Elsa's first year, Zoe's first year. Okay. All right. So not all, I should have clarified, not all technically, Hawaii is technically part of the U.S., in case you didn't know that, since 1950 something. Yeah? Okay. But Asian culture's definitely a little bit different than ours. So these are the questions that Michelle sent to you. You can feel free to talk about this, each of you, or you can skip the question if you don't want to, or, tell us what. So, no particular order. What do you like most about your culture? What's something that you really like about your culture?
One thing I like about my culture is like all the gathering. In school, in my culture, they usually have like events for students to like play, get to know each other. Like the classes in the Philippines are really big, at least like 1,000+ students. So they have like all these different events like every week to get to know each other.
Wow.
And everyone has like the opportunity to like talk to like lower classmen, upperclassmen, get to know them and what's their dream and their future plan.
Okay. Nice. 1,000 in every like grade level class.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot. Okay. Somebody else?
I like the way my people come together when crises happen, like with the Maui fires and Mauna Kea. We all come together as one, and Kukako, which is stand together as one.
Okay. And Zoe has some videos that go with some of these. Is this one that you have a video for?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we play that video? What do you know what it's called, Zoe?
No, they already have it.
They got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
where tourism and the real estate market are booming. But what does that mean for the native population of these islands? And what does that have to do with colonialism?
We've reached this really boiling point where we cannot survive at home anymore.
It's like we're being pushed out of Hawaii, and as a native Hawaiian, I'm very sad for our people. Every day, I think about that.
We realize that America isn't all it's cracked up to be, that they've taken more than they've given to us.
I came here because I often hear people say Puerto Rico is on its way to becoming the next Hawaii. Is that a good thing? I asked native Hawaiians.
Welcome to Hawaii.
Hawaii is very much a part of America.
When they say it can't be done, we say, just walk
America.
We are not American. We will die as Hawaiians. We will never be Americans.
The beauty of Hawaii's beaches is unreal. I had never seen water that shade of blue. So it makes sense that Oahu alone gets more than 4 million tourists a year. But all those tourists have to do is turn around to see the harsh reality of life in Hawaii. People living on the street, many of them Kanaka Maoli or native Hawaiian. The irony is that they can't afford to live on the land that was once stolen from their ancestors.
At the White House yesterday, President Clinton signed a formal letter of apology to the people of Hawaii.
With the Apology Bill of 1993, the United States admitted to illegally overthrowing the government of Hawaii 100 years earlier. Because until the end of the 1800s, Hawaii was an independent nation with its own kingdom, led by Queen Liliuokalani. But that was about to change, thanks to missionaries that had come from the United States 7 decades earlier to preach about Jesus. By the 1890s, the descendants of those missionaries had become powerful sugar businessmen who wanted to make more money. They thought they could do so if only they were in charge. So they decided to take down Hawaii's government, and the United States helped them. They sent a military ship, and in 1893, they removed the queen and made Sanford B. Dole the new leader. Now, if the name Dole sounds familiar to you, it's because you've probably seen the brand before. For a few years after the overthrow, the U.S. struggled with what to do with Hawaii. One president called the overthrow an act of war. But then came 1898, and the U.S. went on a power trip with land-hungry leaders who were now going for Puerto Rico, Cuba, Guam, and the Philippines too. That same year, the U.S. annexed Hawaii.
The United States did not bring Hawaii out of poverty. It did not bring Hawaii into enlightenment. If anything, it crushed one of the most amazing progressive places and indigenous-led nations, on the planet.
The new government effectively banned Hawaiian language in schools. Students were punished for speaking it, and they attempted to erase native Hawaiian culture, turning it into something to be marketed to tourists.
What we've experienced is the loss of our land, the decimation of our language and our culture, being overwhelmed and becoming more and more of a minority in our own ancestral homelands.
By the time Hawaii voted in favor of statehood in 1959, the Kanaka Maoli were already a minority. Another thing that changed after the overthrow was the use of the land. The new territorial government had other plans for the places that were being used for agriculture.
You had fish ponds and these taro patches, and our people farmed, and I think someone got the idea that they could develop it and create hotels, and so they actually condemned our lands. They kicked Hawaiian people off the lands, and they built up Waikiki, and they dredged a huge area called the Alawai Canal.
Today, Waikiki looks like this. For some, it's an image of progress, but poverty among native Hawaiians is higher than the state average.
If I had a time machine, I wouldn't choose statehood for our people. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
I believe statehood was a good thing. This is 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 parking. It's going for $799,000.
Myla Gibson is a realtor in Oahu.
Business is great. I mean, of course, it's like a catch-22 for me because I am Native Hawaiian. And so on one hand, I'm thankful that I get to make a living in the place that I love so much. But at the same time, my heart breaks for people who aren't so lucky.
The median price for a single-family home in Oahu is over $1 million. That's how much this house was selling for in a neighborhood next to Waikiki. It was one of Mila's listings.
Can you stop it right there?
Gentrification to me.
Yeah. Do y'all get that? $1 million for that? That looks like $1 million house to me, huh? No? Okay, thanks for sharing, Zoe, a bit of the issues. Like, we tend to think, those of us that grew up in the 48 states at least, like Hawaii is just this great destination place and everything's happy and great there, yeah? But it's not always kind of that way. Yeah, okay. But even in the midst of that, Hawaiians kind of stick together. That's one thing that you love about that. Yeah, that's cool. Very good. Sad similarity in Hawaiian history to lots of our other Native American cultures. Yeah, okay. Good. Anybody else want to say, the other two of you, if something that you particularly really like about your culture?
I mean, apart from the food, what I really like about my culture is that I get to see some of the most absurd things there that, like, when I see it, I'm like, how on earth would I explain this to anyone that doesn't understand Indian culture? And every time I go back, I experience a lot of culture shock, even as an Indian, but I also get to, like, learn something new. So it's always, like, a fun, exciting experience. Like, for example, like, you don't know traffic until you've been to India. Like, it's next level.
Next level traffic. That's what I thought at Dallas-Fort Worth too. Next level traffic. Okay, Celine, did you say anything? You don't have to if you want to. Okay.
So the one thing that I like about Indonesian culture is that Indonesians consist of 17,000 sub-islands and hundreds of ethnics. So on each of ethnics, they have their own language and they have their own culture and they also have their own traditions. So it's kind of like a diversity in Indonesia. That's one that I like it about the diversity of Indonesia.
Yeah. Awesome. What's a good lesson? I don't know if we're going to get to all four of these. So if there's something, I like this question, but what's a good lesson or value from your culture that you think would help make our campus culture better? Any of you have an answer for that? Yeah.
So there is famous Indonesian motto called Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which it means like unity in diversity. Since we are consist of like a lot of people like from different nations and from different states, I believe if we have unity in like our diversity, we can be a better college and a better community for us.
Can you help? Unity in diversity?
Yeah.
Unity in diversity. Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Something similar. Generally speaking, Asian cultures tend to be more community-centered as opposed to individualistic. And I think that it looks like putting other people's needs above your own. And I think that really brings people together despite all of our differences.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You don't think Americans are group-oriented? We're more individual-oriented? That's shocking. Isn't that shocking? Shocking. Okay. Let's do this. What do you wish other people knew? Just anything that you wish other people knew about your culture that they just don't know? Zoe, I'd say that whole video was that meant for this question more?
Kind of
both. Yeah, for sure. That whole video about Hawaii and how they came to be. Hawaiians didn't actually all like super want to be a state in the United States. Again, shocking. Yeah, okay. Anybody else? Something that you wish other people knew about your culture that they don't know?
The Filipino culture is very friendly and very sociable. So if I ever see like a Filipino to Filipino, stranger to stranger, we'd be like, hey, what's up? We know each other already, like, we're family. Like, we're very social butterflies, even though it seems like I don't talk too much, like in school, and I'm like that quiet kid, but like, I'm just shy. There's no other Filipinos, but if there is, there's gonna be a party. Not like party, I'm talking about like, woo! But I'm talking about like talking and like doing events to our culture, like bamboo dancing, cooking for culture, you know?
Bamboo dancing? Is that what you said?
Yeah, bamboo dancing.
Bamboo
That's the
dancing.
#1 culture thing that we do in the Philippines.
Okay. Next year's Cultures Fair, are you going to bamboo dance?
I mean, if you're gonna help me get the bamboos, I'll teach you how.
We can do that. Okay, I was just, yeah, as long as I don't have to help you dance. Jose would help you dance though. Okay. Anybody else? Something from your culture that people don't know that you wish they did know?
Something interesting about Indian culture is that, like in Hindi, you address everyone outside a professional setting as like brother or sister or uncle or auntie, even if it's like you just met them on the street.
Wow.
You're like, you know? And that just goes to speak to like just how community oriented the entire culture is. Another thing that's interesting is how defined the authority hierarchy is in India. Like, you would never address someone older than you by their first name because it's like wildly disrespectful.
Okay. So you would always use some kind of title?
Yes, that's why, I mean, it's been a little hard for me to call like adults here by their first name.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this is so disrespectful.
That's not how it's supposed to be done. Okay, good. Okay. How about your favorite food tradition or activity from your culture? Do you have a video for this, Zoe?
The second one.
Okay.
The third video.
The third video.
Yeah. Basically poke, which is raw fish with like it's seasoned in some sauces, and then kalua pig, which is pork, and lau lau, which is meat inside a tea leaf, and lomi salmon, which is like vegetables and salmon inside with the sauce, and yeah.
Okay.
And then we also have a tradition every year. We have something called Merry Monarch where we dance hula and compete, and we just made our 61st annual this year.
Okay. Is that what this is?
Yeah.
The dance? How long? Let's play that.
Moloka inuia hina. Oh, hina. Ika malama lama. Oh, hina. Hina. Ia maiana. Kapuana Aloha e ina Moloka inuia hina Haina Ia maiana Kapuana
If you're over 50, you don't want to use tradition.
Yeah, we can cut it there. So is that for a specific like event or a specific like, traditionally would that dance be done at a specific like type of event or for a specific thing?
Yeah, for a specific event. Like every year there's like different halaus, which is like different groups that perform and compete against each other, and they dance like nice, and they also dance like wild, like it's kahiko and awana. And
Okay.
That's what they're called. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, good. Somebody else? Favorite thing, favorite food, tradition, or activity?
For my favorite food, we have like a lot of pork adobo, chicken adobo, and pancit. Pancit is like basically just dried noodles, but it's really good with calamansi. Calamansi is basically just lime. And my favorite dessert in my culture is like halo halo, but people pronounce it in the US like halo halo. It's like a cold dessert with ube ice cream and with some beans and coconut milk and condensed milk.
Beans and ice cream together.
I mean, they're pretty good if you try it.
Yeah, I would definitely try it. That's definitely different than, we don't typically put beans in ice cream, right? But that's cool, yeah, okay.
And for like activities, like we kind of celebrate like Christmas early, like early October. So we start like doing caroling like in October, start like decorating in my culture.
Yeah.
And that's something like we like to do like on October. We don't really have like Halloween, trick-or-treating and stuff.
Okay.
So
you just jump right to Christmas.
Jump to Christmas right away.
That's good. Okay. Cool. Thanks, Mark. Anybody else?
One of the foods that I like Indonesian food is nasi kuning, what is like, the English is the turmeric rice.
Turmeric rice?
Yeah, turmeric rice. So,
oh, is that what?
Yeah.
That's
this one.
pictures? Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, can you?
So the turmeric rice contains a variety of dishes, and we also like serve it during festive occasions, like including housewarming or like welcoming a guest, and also like including a party. This one, like they form it like a cone. We call it tumpang, and this symbolics as a prosperity, wealth, and dignity.
I mean, it kind of looks like a birthday cake for us. Yeah.
Well,
all
I mean, you can.
Yeah.
And during to celebrate our Independence Day, we just like decorate the nasi tumpang like as best as we could. So,
yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
My favorite thing is definitely the food. And I have some pictures. So these are just my personal favorites, but the first one is paneer makhani. Basically, it's like Indian cottage cheese cubes in this like creamy curry. It sounds interesting when I describe it, but it's actually really good. It's really good. And then you eat it with rice or naans. And I'm a big sweet tooth, so like I have two of my favorite desserts. And the first one is jalebi, which is like, it's a fermented dough that they deep fry and then they soak in like a sugar syrup.
Okay.
And also sounds interesting, but it's really good.
Sweet, yeah.
And the last one is kulfi, which is kind of like an Indian ice cream kind of thing. Like they put like a lot of like Indian spices in it, and it's like super creamy, and it's a good summer dessert.
On average, you said you have a big sweet tooth, but on average, are the sweets from all of your like countries, homelands, more or less sweet than most of the sweets you have here?
Well, I would say it's pretty sweet. We definitely like our sweets sweet.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah. All of you? Yeah? Really? Okay. Yeah. How do you say the middle one? Halabi? Jalopy. Jalebi. I'm terrible, I know. Okay. That looks like it's red. It looks like earthworms to me. Do y'all think that? It's not. It's dough. It's fried dough. I can see that for sure. That's cool. Okay. Good. Thank you all so much. Can you all give them a round of applause? Because this is a big deal, right? To sit here. Thank you. Just for sharing a little bit and helping us to understand a bit about where you're from and the differences, that you've experienced, and maybe some of the things that, have been hard or difficult for you coming here. We could see just how different you have had. So thank you so much. That makes all of us better, I think. Thank you all for coming. Your screen, whatever, your points thing will be up there. And have a good rest of your week.